Walk-offs all week long. All right, game 6 in the Western Conference Finals. San Antonio had to have it to force game 7. Steve, there's the fit. Steve wore that interestingly, too. Here's Kendrick Perkins on Get Up on game 5 for Wemby.
Wemby got punked last night. He got punked. I mean, they were whispering sweet things in his ear, fresh things. At
quarter since 97-98, a 13-point lead. Spinning on Holmgren with the left off the window. The lead is 15. Carter Bryant, baseline with the big bounce. And the Spurs lead by 12. Next Thunder possession, Chet Holmgren turned away by Devin Vassell, and he's got something to say. Little chit-chat. Great defensive play here. And it was an emphatic defensive home court tonight. But the Thunder were down just 7 until Wemby hits again from 3. You see, he had 20 in all of game 5. He had more in the first half of game 6. They got the nuns on their side. Everything's coming up Spurs. But still, this team, reigning champs, you better put them to bed. And there's the MVP working on Wembanyama. Loses the handle. Then the step back over the length of Wembanyama, and it's an 8-point game, but then the Spurs turn the Thunder's water off. Dylan Harper, the rookie, looking the part. We'll visit with him a bit later on the show. The lead's now 15. 5 minutes to go in the third. Stephon Castle, Euro stepping through the lane. It's a 20-0 run for the home team. That's the longest run allowed in the playoffs. Final seconds of the third. A good outlet. They get it to Holmgren. He spins, blocked by Wembanyama. Spurs outscore the Thunder by 19. OKC effectively punts in the fourth. I mean, why waste your energy in a game that you're just not going to come back in? Another alley-oop. Wembanyama, 28, 10 boards, 3 blocks. They win big and force game 7. Here's Wembanyama.
This Saturday in OKC, it's do or die for your team. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Game 7?
First thing is listening to, the experienced people, whether it's on our team, on our staff, or outside. We got the chance to have plenty of those around.
Yeah, Vic, something that your teammates were saying after last game is that you guys have played really well when playing desperate. And so I guess the question is, what does playing desperate look like to you? And when both teams, obviously everyone's playing hard in the playoffs, but game 7.
Just feels like it erases kind of all the little mistakes that we do that are human nature, whether it's in the regular season or previous games. We just got to fight that all the time. And when your back's against the wall, it feels like it's the best opportunity to do that.
I can't stop staring at the microphone in his hand. Can't see it. There have been over 200 teams to face elimination in the conference finals. The margin of victory in this one ties the 4th largest in any of those elimination games. Good news for San Antonio. The bad news, the 2018 Warriors are the only team on this list who went on to win the series. The benefit of Oklahoma City's
18 blocks in a Western Conference final since 2000. Shaq, Tim Duncan, Victor Wembanyama. Shaq, Tim Duncan, Victor Wembanyama.
Hey.
Was plus minus in game 6. Shea was a minus 28. Isaiah Hartenstein was a minus 25. I thought the difference in the night, Joe, it was the way the Spurs started and they didn't let off the gas.
Yep.
Every time OKC tried to make a move, they had a counter to the move.
Oh, yeah.
This is we're not going to let this happen today. We're going back to OKC for game 7.
Yes,
and
sir.
you better play your best because we're going to be absolutely at our best. I thought the difference was Wemby. And Joe, we talked about this. I said, Joe, as much as I love his defense, offensively is where Wemby is the difference.
Yep.
When he scores, they're unbeatable.
Unbeatable.
They're unbeatable. When he gets off to the start, that great start, you go look at it now. Game 1 was an anomaly where he only had 14 and then he goes crazy in the second half. But if you go back and look at the game that he gets 17, 18 in the first half. I think he had 19 in the first half tonight. It's hard. It's hard to deal with him. Go ahead, Ocho.
And Unc and Joe, I'm glad both of y'all are agreeing and saying exactly what I could see before before the series started. I told you that Wemby would be the deciding factor on whether this series is won by the Spurs or not. But y'all didn't listen. Y'all went with the MVP, two-time at that. So I understand why you picked the team that is previously coming off a championship. But Wemby being the deciding factor. I don't know who got in his ear. I don't know who talked to him, Unc. They said 14 shots. That's not enough. We need you to go out here and be aggressive. He was aggressive from the beginning of the game. Everyone else came along as well. He put the ball on the floor. Hey, Joe, he getting to the rack. He's shooting floaters. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Teardrops. He got a nice little touch on it. He getting the ball on the elbow. Okay, you gonna back off me a little bit? But don't worry about it. I'm gonna just hit this meaty on you. And he was 4-9 from the three.
Yeah.
Everything is working for him tonight. Obviously, he was doing it on the defensive end as well, which is one of the reasons in which they won tonight's game.
Also, before you go, Joe, if you look at where he was getting the ball tonight. He was getting that ball a lot closer to the rim tonight than constantly setting up at the three-point line and getting it out there and trying to make a move. He did, and he was a lot more decisive. You see, one spin, he to the rim, he tried to lay it up with his left hand. Go ahead, Joe.
Wemby, obviously, he's the catalyst, fellas, to everything the Spurs do. I mean, if he plays great, like you said, you're right. They hard as hell to beat, bro. And if he's scoring the ball, in that first quarter, he made 3 threes in that first quarter. I said, it's gonna open up his game because when he's making those shots, you have to be honest. Now he can pump fake, get in the lane, shoot his floater, spray out for threes, things of that such. But it got him going. As we heard Mitch Johnson say last game, 15 shots wasn't enough. I thought he was so assertive, bro. I thought he was so determined to put his stamp on the game in the first quarter. And once he gets going, it opens up the floor for all these other guys.
Everybody.
Look at Castle. Castle 5 for 10. He only had 1 turnover tonight. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Then you look at Dylan Harper. Super efficient. If those 3 guys play well, I know Fox didn't play well, but if those 3 guys play well, Castle, Harper, and Wemby, bro, they gonna be tough to beat. But they at home. We expect for them to play well. Like I said, I didn't think it was nowhere in hell OKC was going to San Antonio and winning game 6, bro. They just were the more desperate team, understanding what was at stake. Man, you weren't going to be able to come in there and get no win.
No. I love the way the aggressiveness they played tonight. They rebounded the basketball tonight. They challenged every shot. They got every loose ball, the 50-50 ball, that 85% that went to OKC. Tonight, it went to San Antonio. And that's the type of effort you're gonna have to take on the road. And you see the difference, Joe? You see the difference when every time Shane look at somebody, they blow the whistle. You see this?
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
When he's shooting 3-4 free throws. Now he gonna fall. Now he gonna shoot a shot and fall.
Yeah.
If I didn't know better, hell, I thought the snipers had got it. I was like, damn, bro, can you stay up? Why you keep falling every time you shoot the ball? You like one of them fainting goats. I'm like, well, damn. And look at this. They how many free throws? 12 free throws tonight. They were 11 to 12, 92%. The other team, if you can keep them off the line, and they don't call every time because Shay's going to sell everything.
Yeah.
Say he has a store that sells everything. He doesn't have all I sell is veggies. All I sell is couches. That joker sell auto parts. He sell couches. He sell veggies. He sell produce. It doesn't matter.
Hey, but notice tonight, Uncle Joe, as physical as the game was, the ref held the whistle a little bit. The ref let the boys play ball tonight.
They should.
The game of basketball is physical. The game of basketball in the playoffs is even that much more physical. Now we've seen the ref, be a little whistle happy. Tonight he letting the boys play until the fouls were egregious, and you have no choice but to call it.
Hey, and you got to give San Antonio a lot of credit, bro. They never let none of them OKC guys get into a rhythm.
No.
You know what I mean? Them boys guard and they physical. Like I said, man, they came home, did what they were supposed to do. Y'all ain't coming up in here and getting no damn win.
Nah, you're not celebrating on our court.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. It won't happen today.
It was man, that was a thing of beauty to watch. Ooh. It was really a thing of beauty to watch. I thought the guys played extremely well. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Fox did not have the greatest offensive game, but if you look at everybody else, and what we say the difference was, Wemby has to cancel out those two bigs.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 points for Hartenstein, 10 points for Chet,
Yep.
16 rebounds. Wemby, 28 points, 10 rebounds. He won. Now everybody else we can play. Hey, now Castle, Vassell, Harper, you guys are responsible for Chet and the next two guys.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm the head coach for OKC, just like Mitch said that Wembenyama 15 shot attempts wasn't enough.
Yes, sir.
Man, check Homer guy. He got 8 shot attempts, fellas, 4 for 8. I mean, damn.
He ain't even looking at the basket. When Wemby on him, he ain't thinking about no damn basket.
He ain't, bro. He ain't. You got to go at that man, bro. You got to go. Look,
so you trying to get me embarrassed, Joe. You think you slick. That man throw the ball up in the stand, and then you go come over here to my, hey, Ocho, you saw what Wemby did to Chet?
Man, listen, bro. Hey, somebody got to come along, bro, and assert themselves, man. But, hey, I felt it would be a lopsided win. I mean, San Antonio, they just understand. I know they're a young team, but being at home, they've been probably the second best team all year. And, bro, this game 7 is going to be a dog fight. Oh, my.
It is.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be a dog fight. And obviously, I'm sure with you, both of you, obviously picking the Thunder to win this series. Can the Spurs muster it up one more time? Can we get an aggressive Wembanyama on both sides of the court, offensively, defensively? Can he continue to move, being able to play off the ball, being able to get the ball where he wants to, on the elbow, down in the block, with Chet being as ineffective as he is offensively and not asserting himself in the game? We gonna be all right. If we can hold Shea to another game like he did tonight, where he really wasn't much of a factor on the offensive end.
He's really never a factor, Ocho. It's the free throws. You go back and look at what is Shea shooting in this? Ocho, he probably shooting 40%.
Yeah.
For a guy that shot 53%. So they're holding him somewhere between 13 and 15% of what he averaged in the regular season. They're doing an unbelievable job, but it's just hard to keep somebody under 20 points when they go to the free throw line 17 times.
Yeah.
Because he makes 14, 15 of them, that's 15 points. It's hard to keep him from making at least 6 shots because he's going to get the ball up somewhere between 18 and 24 times in a game. So if he just makes 6 of those, plus another 14, 15 points at the free throw line, that's 27 right there. He makes 8 of those, that's 30. He's shooting less than 40% from the floor. He's shooting 39%.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, but you got to understand, OKC, they gonna play a lot better at home. You know, the thing for San Antonio, bro, if they make shots, hell, they hard to beat. But, you know, when you go into them lows, especially on the road, and you got Champagny and Vassell who don't, you know, shoot the ball as great.
Yeah.
And you need Wembanyama to be heroic. It's a lot, bro, on the road. You know, that's the thing. If they making shots, they're a damn good team. But if they ain't making shots, Ocho, on the road, it's going to be hard to win, bro.
Yeah.
The question is, the problem that they have is that the Spurs are going to have to suppress those runs. They cannot let them score 60 points in the half. They can't let them get to the 60, 65, Joe. That's too much. That's too much. Look at the games. I mean, there's been a couple of games they've held them under 100. They got 94, they got 91 tonight. What did they get the other night? They got, 82, 83?
Yeah.
But it's because they had them in the 40s, the 50s.
Yeah.
If we keep, the other night they had them at 31 before Wemby hit that half-court shot. He had 38 points at the half. Tonight, what they have? 50, what they like. What said OKC have at the half? Maybe 50?
Yeah.
53 to 60, something like that. You got it, but see, they run into the problem. You start letting them get 60, 65, touching that 70.
Yeah.
Nah, that's too many. They done got into a rhythm. And again, it's still a make or miss league, Joe.
It is.
Those guys had some of the same shots that they were knocking down the other night. They missed.
Yeah.
They missed.
That's why.
And that's what you're going to have. You're going to have play outstanding defense, but you're going to have some of those guys miss some of those shots that they made in games 5.
Right.
Same thing with the Spurs. Some of the shots that they missed the other night, they knocked down tonight.
Yeah.
Wemby, 10 rebounds. Look, I'll give OKC credit. They're doing a great job keeping him off the glass, Joe.
Yes,
if
sir.
you think about it now, they finding him, putting the body on his ass. They get a lot of holy. Hey, you see the referee? No, we got to stay here. Man, let the man go. Damn.
Hey, Young, you see how the refs were able to hold the whistle and let them boys play ball tonight?
That's going to be key.
Actually play. When they go back to OKC, I think the refs are going to play a big factor.
They always do.
The refs are going to play a big factor, especially with Shea not getting some of the calls he wanted tonight. You know, some of the failing in the shot, some of the shot selections that he did have tonight, and he was probably looking for a foul and it wasn't called. Those are going to be called once they playing back at home. So the refs are going to be a factor in this game, and I'm hoping the Spurs can do what they can defensively and try to contain him as much as they can. If you can't contain him, obviously he's gonna make his shots. He's gonna get to the free throw line. Obviously playing at home, can you contain everybody else?
Well,
you'll know early on, Joe, how they're gonna call the game.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to adjust accordingly. You can't they calling it early. You can't get mad in the second half that they're calling it the same way in the second half that they did in the first half. You're gonna have to adjust. And look, I'm gonna make them call. Look. If I'm Coach Johnson, I'm telling you, look, guys, I need you to be aggressive. Play your game. We're going to see. Let's see how they call the game. Let's make them call a couple of them before we back off a little.
Yeah.
But until they call it,
you got to be physical. Look, hey, everybody for the Spurs was a plus tonight. Nobody had
everybody.
Everybody for OKC here was a negative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell, they would have shot. If Fox doesn't go 1 for 9, hell, they might shoot over 50%. Because you got 4 of 8. Wemby was a tick under 50%, 10 of 21. You got 4 of 7, 5 of 10, 2 of 4, 2 of 3, 1 of 2, 4 of 7, 1 of 2, 6 of 9. So there, like I said, in Cornette gave us a couple of rebounds tonight.
Yeah,
guess what? They didn't get out rebounded tonight, Joe.
Nah, they didn't. They didn't.
But you know what I love, Joe? Them jokers crashing the board. Woo. So you see OKC, they try to get tipped. Bam! You get nothing cheap. Nothing cheap tonight, baby.
Hey, them boys athletic, man, for San Antonio. My thing, Uncle Ocho, can they duplicate a performance like this on the road, bro? In a game 7, I'm not sure. You know, I think Wemby can be great, but due to him getting off to such a hot shooting start, you know, I think it kind of opened up the game for him and his teammates. I just don't know if they could duplicate a performance like this on the road, bro.
But I tell you,
Wemby gonna be fresh though. He only played 28 minutes. You got Champagne 25, Wemby 28, Fox 26, Vassell 26. Castle played the most minutes. I didn't know Castle was from the crib.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, he from Newton County.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you.
Yeah, he from the crib. That's why I like it. That's why I like Castle.
Hey, because I was thinking about that last series when they was playing Minnesota. Him and Ant-Man was going at it. Yeah. You know, that's a little Georgia thing right there. But
okay,
they definitely got the talent, man. They actually got the talent, Uncle Ocho, to win an NBA championship. I just don't know if they're gonna be able to go on OKC with a game 7 and beat them boys. I don't see that.
Because OKC has been in game 7s before.
That's okay.
They won the NBA Finals in a game 7.
Yeah.
The Western Conference Finals in a game 7. They've been there. They're done that. They're battle tested. And sometimes it takes you a year because remember, they were favored to beat the Mavs.
Yeah.
They were a year away. They come back, learn from the mistakes that they made in the previous year and went through. Go ahead, Ocho, what you want?
I was going to tell y'all, they going to go and they going to do it. The Spurs going to win game 7, Joe. You say you don't know if they can duplicate what they just did tonight. I'm telling you ahead of time, they're going to be able to do it. If you understand the game of basketball, which you should. I'm ashamed at you. I'm ashamed at both of y'all with the ball knowledge that you guys have over the years. Joe, you played the game at the highest level. And the fact that I've proven all of you wrong all series long, not just this series, all the previous series before this. And the fact that
man, here you
go. Don't try to get on the bandwagon now, Joe.
Hey.
Come on here. Let me finish. Let me finish. Y'all get on here and you praise the Spurs about the way they played tonight, and then you come right back behind that after praising the Spurs saying, I don't think they can do it in Game 7 in OKC.
Well, hey, Ocho, I'm just keeping it 100, brother. You know, this just my observation. This is what I see.
Yes, sir.
I didn't think OKC could win in San Antonio in this Game 6. You know, understanding, Spurs are going to play a lot better at home.
Yes, sir.
Those guys, you look at Champagny, you look at Vassell. Hell, that's 22 points amongst those two. 6 threes. Like, they were making shots. When they make shots, they going to be tough as hell to beat. I just don't think they can go in OKC in a Game 7 and everybody put up a performance like this. I don't see that.
Even if they don't, Joe, look at the big difference. Vassell, Castle, 9 assists, 1 turnover.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, 7 assists, 0 turnovers.
Yeah.
Champagny, 2 assists, 1 turnover. Dylan Harper, 4 assists, 1 turnovers. Even if they don't score, I just don't want you to turn the ball over and give them easy buckets in transition and get them into a rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah, the likelihood, Joe, you're right. The likelihood of those guys going, let's see, that's 9 for 17, that's 13 for 25. Champagny, Vassell, Castle shot over 50%. Those 3 guys. Those guys made 6. They made 6 of 13, 6 of 15, 3, and then Dylan Harper was tremendous tonight. Dylan Harper was 2 or 3. 6 of 9 from the floor. If they don't turn the ball over, if you go back and look at the Spurs, when they get in trouble, they turn the ball over in bunches. And it's not one here and then 4 or 5 possessions later, it's a turnover, it's a turnover, it's a turnover. Because they had 3 in succession in the first half, Joe, just like this here.
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
I say, come on, guys.
Yeah. Hey, and you got to get OKC credit, man. Like we've been saying, these are 2 great defensive teams, probably 2 best defensive teams in the NBA. If we just keeping it real, and I think OKC, obviously, we know they thrive off turnovers, but they gonna play a lot better in this Game 7 at home, fellas.
Yeah,
they gonna play a lot better.
But I think the biggest difference between OKC, what we saw OKC tonight, and OKC in Game 7 is the ability to make those shots.
Man, huge.
That's the thing, Joe. I mean, come on now.
But
Shea's shooting right now. He's shooting 38%. He's shooting 38%.
Without the free throws, huh?
Yes.
They got him. They got him bottled up, man. They making him, like I told y'all, man. They making him take and make these tough ass tools, and it's just challenging. And then you see him try to shoot these long threes. That's just not his game, bro.
No.
You know his game is getting to his spots, pulling up middies, getting to the rack. And with San Antonio here with Wemby down there, you ain't getting to no damn rack.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to shoot your normal shots.